the drum that spoke truth, wisdom, honesty, and community. In the heart of a lush, green forest lay the peaceful village of Ngoma, a place where the wind whispered secrets through the trees and the sun painted golden light across the earth. The villagers lived in harmony, bound by stories, traditions, and the sound of drums that echoed through the hills during festivals and harvests. But one drum stood apart from the rest. This was the Ngoma Ukweli, the drum that spoke truth. Carved from the wood of a sacred tree and stretched with lion hide, it rested in the village square under a tall baobab tree. No one played it lightly. It was said that only someone with a heart as pure as spring water could strike it, and when they did, the drum would speak, not with sound, but with truth. Many believed it to be a legend, a tale passed down to scare liars and comfort the innocent. Yet the elders swore it had spoken before, long ago. Among the villagers lived a quiet, sharp-eyed orphan girl named Zula. Though she had no family, she was known for her kindness. She helped the old, shared what little she had, and never spoke ill of anyone. Still, some in the village looked at her with pity, and a few with suspicion. One morning, a great cry rose from the home of Chief Bako. His ceremonial necklace, passed down through generations and said to hold the blessings of the ancestors, had vanished. "This is no simple loss," the chief bellowed. "This is theft, and it has broken the trust of our village." A search began, and whispers filled the air like locusts. Suspicion, swift and cruel, fell upon Zula. She had been seen near the chief's home, carrying a small bundle wrapped in cloth. "It must be her," muttered some. "An orphan with nothing has everything to gain." Zula's eyes stung with tears, but she stood tall. "I did not take it," she said. "I was bringing fruit to Mama Thandi, who is too old to walk." The villagers remained unconvinced. Then, Elder Jabari, oldest of the council and keeper of the village lore, stepped forward. His back was bent with age, but his voice still held the power of thunder. "If she speaks truth, let the drum decide." Gasps rippled through the crowd. "No one has played the Ngoma ya Ukweli in a generation," one villager whispered. "It may not even work anymore," said another. But Elder Jabari nodded. "The drum always knows." That evening, as the sky burned orange and birds settled into the trees, the villagers gathered around the sacred drum. Zula stepped forward, her hands trembling, her heart pounding like war drums. The baobab's long shadow reached toward her like an outstretched arm. She closed her eyes and whispered, "Let my truth be heard." Then, gently, she struck the drum. At first, nothing happened. A hush fell. Even the forest seemed to hold its breath. Then, boom! The drum gave a single, deep beat. A swirl of wind rushed through the square. The flame in the central torch flickered, and a voice, old as time and clear as dawn, echoed through the air. "She is innocent." Gasps broke the silence. Some fell to their knees. Zula stood still, tears on her cheeks. But the drum wasn't finished. The one who took the necklace wears a smile by day and fear by night. All eyes turned to the crowd. Then slowly, a boy stepped forward, Duma, the chief's own nephew. His face was pale, his hands shaking. I didn't mean to keep it. I only wanted to see what it felt like to be powerful." His voice cracked under the weight of his guilt. The village stood frozen, not in anger, but in sorrow. Chief Bako's face softened. "You have brought shame, but the truth has freed you. Let this be a lesson." Then he turned to Zula and bowed low. "You have reminded us what we had forgotten, that truth lives in the hearts of the honest." From that day on, Zula was no longer just the orphan girl. She became the keeper of the drum, the one children came to for wisdom and elders consulted in times of doubt. And the Ngoma ya Ukweli, it remained still and silent until the next pure heart needed its voice. Moral: truth always finds its voice, even in silence. Please subscribe, like, and share.